Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with Invincible Victor Wembanyama, the best card in the history of NBA 2K23 MyTEAM, in the history of MyTEAM, period, for the most hyped prospect since at least LeBron James. I am so excited to watch Victor play in real life. It is going to be so much fun to follow his career, and I hope he is an all-time great like he's projected to be. And in MyTEAM, this card is going to be incredibly fun to use. You can get this card for 200,000 VC. And I don't recommend spending money on the game, really. I kind of did with KD last week. This is the best card in the game. It will be the best card in the game for the rest of the year. I don't care what else they drop. They could drop an in-game Yao, in-game Taco, whatever. Those guys aren't going to be playing small forward. This is a 7'5" small forward. He is the best card in the game for the rest of the year. I will be spending $50 on him and getting him myself. But huge shout out to my boy Carson for letting me hop on his account to record this gameplay. Spent the 200k VC himself on this card. Really do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's see what Wemby is looking like. So 7'5", power forward or small forward, 99 offense and defense, 99 stats across the board. He is literally 99 everything, like an in-game card. And then 55 hops, 8 gold badges. Let's just look at the badges that aren't on Hall of Fame and see if there are any important ones there. So gold badges. He's got Giant Slayer, Pro Touch, Slithery, Clutch Shooter, Comeback Kids, Face Creator, Special Delivery, and Ankle Braces with no Mismatch Expert. None of these are important at all. Mismatch Expert is literally useless because he's 7'5" anyway. These badges don't matter. He is the most complete and the best small forward in the game right now. Basically an in-game level small forward, statistically and badge-wise. This card is going to be... This card's going to be something special. I mean, that's just the best way to describe it. And I don't know, man. He's just ridiculous, man. Like, why is this card a thing? I literally don't know. He's gonna be crazy to use in my team, but I'm super excited to try this card out, man. 7'5" at small forward. I predicted a couple weeks ago, by the way, that he was going to be a small forward, and I don't think very many people thought he was going to play small forward. I predicted this, and I was right. So, as y'all can see, Wemby is freaking moving. 7'5" with Francis Isaac and Trey Escape, the best SIGs in the game. This card is going to be an absolute glitch, and that's an understatement. Kyle Kuzma base, Tim Duncan upper, on very quick, incredible, fast, smooth, easy release, just a really nice catch and shoot jump shot. Gonna be great off the dribble as well. And then he's got the Trey fade as well, so he's got the best fade in the game as well. This Wemby card is the best card in the game. It will be the best card in the game for the rest of the year. It is that simple. Look at him moving, Trey fading, flying around the court at 7'5", the glitchy player build. I mean, Wemby is going to be insane in my team for years to come. But this card specifically, this is the best card in the history of my team, period. We have never had a 7'5" small forward. I mean, I think we maybe have had a Yao or a Taco or somebody like that could play the small forward position once or twice. Like I know last year we got, I think, a shooting guard Yao or point guard Yao or something like that, or shooting guard Taco. I don't remember. We got a couple out of position guys who could play like the positions like this, but they weren't invincible cards with the best animations and the best dribble SIGs in the game. Like this is a top tier, perfect, near perfect card who is 7'5" and can play small forward. It's just ridiculous. I honestly wish they made him power forward center to make him a little less OP, but you're going to need this card. If you don't have this card, you're just going to be you're going to be just a gigantic disadvantage. That's how good of a card he is, especially at the small forward position. Best card in the game, and it's not close. Best card in my team history. I can say that already. We haven't even hopped into the game. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Getting y'all the first Wemby gameplay in the world. Super excited to try the card out. But without further ado, let's hop into a game. See what Victor Wembanyama can do. I legitimately feel bad for my opponent. He does actually have Giannis, which is probably one of the better guys to match up against Wemby, but he's got Giannis, Joel Embiid. Look at him, 7'5" attacking the rim. How are you going to contest this card with the way he moves? Like, this is ridiculous. He's got Invincible Curry, CJ McCollum, Joel Embiid, and then Rick Smits. Like, his team's not completely awful, but it's not a great squad. And I mean, just mismatches across the court. Like, everywhere from my 1 through 4, really my 1 through 4 is a gigantic mismatch, pretty much across the board, but especially Wemby. Like, I know Giannis is a great card. He's a great defender, especially like Invincible Giannis. He's a really good card, but how is he supposed to match up against a guy like Wemby? Like, I don't know. Like, he can guard him on the perimeter to a certain extent, but Wemby is 7'5" with 99 speed. He can get inside and dunk the ball literally anytime he wants, basically. And if you try to play the rim run, he can just shoot over the top of you. And not to mention, he can mash you. You literally can mash him better than any other card in the game, probably, at least matchup wise, because I know he's not quite as big as a Taco or a Menudo or a Yao or somebody like that, but like, look at the way this card moves, man. Crabbing from the mid-range, knocking down the midi. This is ridiculous. This is completely unfair if you don't have this card. I'll just say this. I'm buying him. $50 for a guaranteed Wemby. He's the best small forward and the best card in the game for the rest of the year. I'm buying the card. There will probably only be 1 or 2 other cards for the rest of the year that I will buy, and one of them will maybe be a Yao or a Taco, so that I get one of the in-game invincible level elite centers as well. But I mean, Wemby is he's just insane, man. This is just, it's OP. It literally is OP. I think the word OP gets thrown around too much in gaming sometimes, but this card is legitimately OP. That's exactly what this Wemby is. That's not a bad shot. I should have probably greened that one, to be completely honest. He throws the leak out pass. That's actually a great leak out right there, and he actually ties the game up, so credit to you. But let's get the ball into Wemby, and let's go right back to our 5 out. He's 7-5 with the Asta slide, because why would he not have the Asta slide, right? Francis sides up, blow right by. I'm sorry, Giannis. You're a great defender, great card. Nobody has ever made Giannis look like a little boy the way that this Wemby card does, though. I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of ridiculous. He's so much bigger than Giannis, and his player build is so much bigger than Giannis. Like, Giannis is always one of the cheesy, insane cards. He gets put at small forward. We get a point guard Giannis at some point in the year, and he's super OP. This Wemby card is like that, except on, like, not steroids might be an understatement, is how ridiculously overpowered this Wemby card is. Again, just look at the movement. Francis size up, you can't stay in front of him. His slashing is ridiculous, and it doesn't even include the shooting and everything. Like, what are you supposed to do about this card? He can switch on a guy like Rick Smits and contest them at the rim. He can contest Manute and Yao and Rick Smits and Taco and guys like that at the rim while moving like a guard at 7'5". Like, what are you supposed to do? He's got the best takes in the game. He moves absolutely incredibly. He can shoot from anywhere. Look at this damn card. Let's hop in one more game and keep it going. All right, this is ideal. I mean, the first matchup was Invincibly Honest, not a fair matchup. This matchup is Jonathan Isaac, one of the best cards in the game. Again, not a fair matchup. Why is he tray fading? I don't care that I missed it. That's my fault, not the card's fault. He is tray fading at 7'5" in the corner. What are we seeing? I know I missed it, but like, I'm not going to take my own lack of skill and missing shots and mistiming things out of the, like, we could take that out of the equation. He's moving like, dude, oh my God, oh my, I almost don't feel like I need to play anymore. This card is overpowered is an understatement. 7'5", so he can guard anybody. He can contest anything. Like, most players are not getting a contest on that. Oh, and by the way, I mean, just like, what can he not do? Spin jumper from the mid-range. We might as well knock it down. I was trying to get a spin dunk, but he spins jumpers and still knocks it down. Like, might as well hit anything in every single shot. We're shooting walk back threes that are lightly contested with a 7'5", dude. We can guard any player in the game and get a contest on them. You can literally do anything. He's the best defensive small forward in the game too, because he's a freaking giant and he's an in-game card. Like, what can he not do? He's one of the best defensive cards in the game. He's the best offensive card in the game. He's the most overpowered card in the game. What are you supposed to do? And then if you, okay, I just hit the wrong icon. Oh, that's bad. I feel bad for him there, because he should have gotten a stop on that possession, but I just don't understand what you're supposed to do against this card, because he can guard every single player in the game. He's unstoppable offensively, damn near. I mean, he's too fast for guys like Manute, Yao, especially a Taco, a Rick Smits, a Mark Eaton, guys like that you're going to want to put on him. He's going to be a mismatch offensively against those guys if you try to have them guard him. And then defensively, he's going to be able to guard everybody in the game. He's the most switchable defender in the game. You can put him on ball, you can put him on a center. It literally doesn't matter. He is the most ridiculous card we've ever seen in this game. I think that's the safest thing you can pretty much, or the most honest thing you can say, is that this is the most ridiculous thing they've ever added to my team. If he's anything like this in real life, I mean, I think Wemby's going to be great in real life. He's not going to be this damn OP in real life. There is no freaking chance. I think he has the potential to be a generational talent, but he's going to be nothing like this card in real life. This is the best card in my team history, and it's a new level of how good a my team card can really be, because now you have a 7'5" dude who they can viably put at small forward. And we're going to see this guy every single year at small forward. I'm just saying that. We're going to see Invincible Victor Wembanyama every single year at small forward for the next decade in this game. I'm done. 11 points, 1 rebound, completely unstoppable performance in 2 games in a row against 2 of the best defensive small forwards in the game. This is the best card in the game, and it's not close. He's the best card in my team history, and he's going to be the best card in the game for the rest of the year, and the best card in my team until next year when we get another Victor Wembanyama. And I'm not sure if that one will be possibly better, because the way this card moves is just, what do you do? Literally, what do you do? He's so ridiculous. And 1. Let's hop back to the main menu, and let's review the card. All right, in conclusion, Victor Wembanyama is the best card in the game. He's the best card in my team history. That's not an exaggeration. It's really not a debate. This card is absurd. I will be spending $50 on him. I will not blame y'all if I'll spend $50 on him. But that being said, I do want to still add this disclaimer. Do not spend money that you do not have as discretionary income on a video game. If you cannot afford to pay for this Victor Wembanyama card, that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There are still great budget cards in this game. You can still have fun playing the game without the best cards. You do not need to spend money on the game. Just because I am going to spend money on this Victor Wembanyama card, and a lot of other people are too, does not mean you have to. This is a virtual game with virtual cards. In 3 months, nobody will be playing this game. We will be on to the next 2K. So keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with not spending money on the game. I don't recommend spending money on the game. I'm just telling y'all, this is the best card in the game, will be for the rest of the year, and I personally will be spending the money on this card because I can afford it and I want to use this card because he is fun to use. So that is my disclaimer. Don't waste money on a video game, especially if you cannot afford it and if it does not fit in your budget. Make sure you're paying for the important things in real life first before you spend money on a video game. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.